Alright, this is John Colo with DiscountJuicers.com. We have a very special treat for you today. There's a new spiral slicer in town. So now they're marketing this as a Saladacco spiral slicer. To me, when I heard the word Saladacco, for me, it goes way back over, 15 years when they had the original spiral slicer called the Saladacco imported from Japan. So I want to reiterate, this is not the original Saladacco from Japan. They're trying to call this a Saladacco. To me, this will always be a spiral slicer and not the original branded Saladacco brand. So the new and improved spiral slicer. So let's go ahead and compare it to the original spiral slicer here. This is an exact duplicate of the original Saladacco, except it's made in China instead of being made in Japan. It's worked well for thousands of people, and this is the one I know and love, but now there's a new one in town. And so I'd call this the improved spiral slicer, and let's go ahead and check out the differences. The first main difference is that, when you lift this one up, whoa, the cup stays on the bottom. So with this one now, the cup actually locks into place. So they have these little latches that latch this into place. It makes it real nice. Also, they have a little carry handle, so you could actually even dump this over and, it stays together, the carry handle. And then there's a spout. Now you're kind of wondering, why is there a spout on a spiral slicer? There should only be a spout like if this was a juicer. Well, here's the thing. When you're spiralizing something like zucchini, as you spiralize, you're cutting it, and as it's cut and released, it's also going to release some liquid. So then your zucchini will, pool in some liquid, and then you'll be able to pull and pour that liquid off so you won't have soggy noodles. The next main difference is once we open up the tops here. One of the main differences right here that you can see is the top, the handle. This is a nice red color, so if it accents your kitchen more, you got the red color, and this is the classic white color. Let's see, the other main difference is once we open the machine up, you can see the cutting blades here. So the cutting blades in the original spiral slicer have a stainless steel cutting blade, and then on the side here there's a little lever. And the lever flips one way to do spiral cuts and the other way to do the noodles. And many people have had an issue whereas, they'd be doing spiral cuts and then the noodle thing would pop up, or they'd be doing the noodles and then this would kind of flip over and then they make in spiral cuts. So it was a problem for some people. So now with the new model, what they did now is they basically have this, it locks into place literally. So you turn this and it literally clicks. You can hear that click here. So now this is spiral cuts. There, heard that click. And that's the noodles. Noodles, spiral cuts. So now it's stable and will lock into place and you won't have that problem. The other improvement they made is actually instead of being stainless steel cutting blades for the noodles, now this is made out of a nylon material. So it's a plastic material and it's supposed to be more durable. So those are the main differences between the two spiral slicers. These models are both made in China, so that's not any different. And let's go ahead and show you now how to use the spiral slicer. Okay, so today we have a couple vegetables we're going to use in the brand new and improved spiral slicer. These are some common vegetables. So the most common vegetable that people like to use in the spiral slicer is zucchini to make raw zucchini pasta or raw zucchini noodles. Now the spacing on this machine is 1.5 millimeters, so it'll make like a nice angel hair thin pasta noodle. If you check our website, DiscountJuicers.com, we sell several other models that'll make thicker and even thinner noodles. So if you need a certain size, thickness, check our website. So this one only makes one size noodle. It'll also make curlicues, which we'll do in a second. So zucchinis are the most popular, but today we're also going to do daikon radish, Japanese radish, parsnips, and beets. So a lot of people may have problems when they try to use this machine. They'll use it and say, oh, it doesn't work. Well, there's definitely a technique to using this machine to get proper results. Much like riding a bicycle, the first time you ride a bicycle, you might fall off. The next time you might do a little bit better, you'll get half a block and fall off. And then, finally you'll be able to just run around the block or ride around the block without a problem. So same thing with this. There's a learning curve. So you're going to have to learn how to use it properly. So first we're going to use a daikon radish. It's really important to get hard and firm produce to use in the spiral slicer. So first it's really important to cut the edges off, the ends off, and to make nice straight cuts. It's going to look exactly like a log. So you can see we put that down, and it's basically the same as level as that, and that they're both 2 level pieces. So next we're going to open up the machine, and we're going to take the exact middle of this, and we're going to line that up on the middle nubby here, the little point that comes out. Get that centered up. The better you center it, the longer your noodles will be. I'm going to put that on the machine, lock that into place, and now we're going to turn. Now we're going to turn, and as we turn, it's going to make noodles. And look at the noodles come out of the bottom of the machine. And here's your amazing daikon radish noodles with the new and improved spiral slicer. Alright, so next let's try zucchini in the all new and improved Saladacco spiral slicer. So we're going to cut the zucchini, and we're going to make sure both sides are even. Looks like a nice even cut there. We're going to open up the machine, center the zucchini on the middle nub, lock it into place, put the top on, lock that into place, hold the top, lock the tines in, hold the machine, and turn. Alright, and I'm turning and pressing down. I've used spiral slicers for about 15 years now. I've been into raw foods for 15 years, so I know how these machines should work, and let's check out and see what we got. Alright, look at this. Well, we kind of got some noodles, but some of it's just not separating, and you know, it's just not, but it's actually fairly long, so that's pretty good. But you know what? These aren't quite noodles. They're just not separating. Oh, there are. You could pull them apart, and it's kind of working. Alright, so that's kind of working alright. That's some noodles there. Alright, so now we're going to spiralize a parsnip in the new and improved spiral slicer. Once again, we're going to use the end that has a lot thicker diameter, and we're going to cut off both ends to make it a nice and straight. So I think we're pretty good there. I'll trim this off a little bit better. Alright, that looks pretty good. So we're going to center this on the nub here and see how this machine does with some parsnip. Lock the machine into place, hold it, and turn. Alright, so we're turning and making some parsnip noodles. Oh, and I hear some cracking and different things going on, and let's see how it worked. Oh my God, look at this. This really did not work at all. What was happening is I think this was clicking back and forth. Parsnip is a fairly hard vegetable. And, you know, we didn't really make any spaghetti noodles like we're supposed to. It just really, literally made a mess. Okay, so now we're going to spiralize the beet in the new and improved spiral slicer. It's very important, once again, to cut off the top. A nice, even cut. Then on the bottom, once again, a nice, even cut. So it's nice and flat, looks pretty dang good to me. We're going to put this in the spiral slicer. We want to center the middle of the beet with the nub right in the machine. Put that in there, lock it into place. Going to take the top and put that into place, lock it into place as well. We're going to hold the machine, lock the tines into place into the top of the beet, and turn. Alright, let's see if we get long noodles with this new and improved spiral slicer. Wait, what's happening? The tines have come loose from the beet, and the beet was literally spinning around and not making any spiral slices in the new and improved spiral slicer. And looks like we just pretty much made a mess. Let's see if we even made any noodles. Alright, so this is what we made when we're trying to make noodles with the so-called new and improved spiral slicer with red handle. It's just not working. Alright, so I just had some experiences with a new and, hopefully improved spiral slicer. And you know, with all my heart, I wanted this machine to work really well. But you know, during our tests, it just failed to pass the discountjuicers.com tests. We will not be offering this product, and I recommend that everybody out there considering a spiral slicer do not buy this product with the red handle. It has some major issues that it needs to get worked out on. It doesn't work properly. You're going to get small noodles, and you're going to be really frustrated, and you're going to think all these things and machines like this just don't work. But you know what? This is an isolated incident. It's this machine only that's supposed to be an improved version. It's really a step backwards and really literally a piece of junk. So this is John Kohler with discountjuicers.com. Be sure to visit discountjuicers.com/YouTube for special promotional offers for our YouTube visitors.